The Voice of Truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of INCRadio New York. I'm Sister Abby Hidalgo, your host for today's episode, and we have today Brother Lance. He's joining us, and Brother JR. And I believe we're going to have also a sighting from Sister Mika. We're not in our usual setup. We're on location here in Johnsonville. So here we are going. It's also our topic today. We're going to talk about our activity today, which is CFO Day. But before we get into that, we just like to remind everyone who is tuning in to continue with our hashtag challenge and represent your local congregation and get the bragging rights on who will be victorious in this week's show. And also for our live viewers out there on YouTube, um, uh, fill our live chat with answers to our prompt or question of the day. What are you excited to see at CFO Day? So that will be our question for today. But yes, we are not in our usual location, even though we're in our separate sites. But you can tell from our background that we're not at home, and we're on in Johnsonville, Connecticut, one of the church properties here in the District of New York, where we're celebrating CFO Day. So we'll give you a play-by-play about what's happening here, and then we're going to be talking about what we are excited for. Okay, so I guess we can bounce it to Brother JR. What is happening in your area, Brother JR?
Okay, hi, Sister Abigail, Brother Lance. Hi, everybody online. I'm currently outside. Sister Abigail is inside because it's a lot more dry inside. But even though it's raining, even though it's a little bit wet, the brethren are having a lot of fun here. We're having a CFO day, if I can just show you really quickly. So there's a lot of games. There's some booths to win some prizes. Over there we have some music playing. And then if I can show you really quickly, uh, every single one of those tents has food prepared and games prepared by the local congregation. It's great. It's a lot of fun over here. And Brother Lance, I wish you were here.
Yes po. It is a very fun activity po. Although the weather is a little rainy po today, I believe all the brethren throughout the district came into po. I myself po drove from Rochester last night around 2 a.m. along with the other brethren po from the upstate New York region, from local congregation Syracuse and Buffalo and Rochester po all drove in last night, and I'm sure all the other brethren from the far local congregation also did the same po to prepare for this activity. It's been a very fun day so far po. All the booths, there's many different booths of each local congregation that they are assigned a specific booth. For example, the local congregation of Rochester is assigned desserts. They also have certain teams, and I believe I saw another. Is it Bristol that had the whole camping or bear mountains kind of thing happening?
I've been kind of running around kind of late, typical Abby. So I haven't really ventured off into the area yet, but we were assigned barbecue, so that was our assignment. So I've been seeing pictures, and it seems like it's very like foresty like. And I keep on smelling the food, and I'm really hungry. So I'm actually kind of excited for probably upstate New York's also desserts. I have a sweet tooth as well. So what kind of desserts does Rochester have for their land?
Yeah, so there's crinkles, there's cassava cake, I saw rice cakes also of different colors. I saw ube, pandan. Everything is there. I saw a bunch of other cookies, desserts, and I think I saw suman also, which is glutinous rice that's steamed. Banana leaves also. And there's also other brethren who brought in sago gulaman, which is the street food in the local street food in the Philippines, where it's I think it's mixed with sugar and water and a little bit of tapioca. So there's a bunch of that. There's also, I believe, LIC had their rendition of Filipino street food. They had fishball. They had some sort of fish cake from what I remember when I went there. They also had sago gulaman, which is my favorite drink. Although if you have diabetes, just be on the lookout on it. Because your sugar might shoot up. It is a bit of a sugar rush, so please eat or fill your stomach first before you do have those kinds of drink, just to make sure you do regulate your sugar. Because even though it's eating out and walking around day kind of thing, we still want to make sure we are healthy. Although we have some leeway today to eat out and to eat a little bit of all the food, because the camaraderie of the brethren is very nice, and everyone is sharing what they prepared, and everyone's sharing what their expertise is. I even saw one brother had a local, like a New York City style hot dog stand in one of the corners. So he had a bunch of chili. You can choose cheese on your hot dog, mayo and relish. That kind of street hot dog that you get from New York City bustling streets. So those are some of the kinds of things that we see, and I believe there's um, a pet corner also. Is that what if not I'm not mistaken, Paul?
I think later on in the activity, there's gonna be a pet parade. So I know a lot of pet parents or pet owners are dressing up their dogs, mostly dogs. I haven't seen other animals yet, but you can probably also hear a dog barking in the background. But a lot of brethren have brought their dogs so that they can also enjoy the activity as well. I know I also saw like a Korean cheese hot dog. I think that's in the local congregation of Boston. So unfortunately, like Brother Lance was talking about watching our diets, I think it's okay for today to have our cheat day.
You heard it
Jump
from
in,
the PA herself.
if I can jump in really quickly about the pets. Sister Abigail said that she's only saw dogs. Though there's definitely other animals here. I see a lobster over there. I see a bear over there, and I see a unicorn over there. So there's definitely plenty of animals here. But as far as the pet parade goes, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be dogs so far. But I mean, that's man's best friend anyway, right?
Yes, I mean, in Johnsonville, for those who don't know, Johnsonville is in kind of like a rural part of Connecticut. So it's kind of in the woods, it's kind of very remote. So there are some times that you hear the wild animals, such we do get bears, not only where Brother Lance lives, but we also get bears. There's also foxes. There you have possums, you have skunk. So who knows? They might make a sighting too and would like to join the pet parade. But if that happens, then I think we have to reconsider, um, you know, safety first, obviously. Yep. So other than like the pet parade or the food and the booths, what other things are we excited to see today? I don't know, Brother Lance.
Yeah, sister, at the Abbey. Yeah, it's a good. I think it's one of the first few activities where we're all coming together in the district since the warmer weather is coming along. So it's nice to see brethren we haven't seen in a while. So we have to back activities. So this weekend, as you know, CFO Day is our biggest activity. So it's really it's enlightening to see the brethren to come together, to travel from different parts of the district, bring their own specialty, bring their own decoration also, because the brethren are really going out in the decoration of the tent. Since I think there's also prizes for the best local congregation that has the tent. I think it's one and I think also the loudest local congregation today is also one of the ranking of the the competition or the friendly competition that we are having today. But we also, I think, brother JR is also nearby the CWS booth, which is also kind of fun because they have some sort of uh, small games that they can play. I think they were throwing a ball, like a pin or one of those stacked cans, and there's prizes, there's stickers from what I saw. There's a bunch of one of those little cars that you can pull and they'll speed up once you pull it back. So there's a bunch of fun activities in that one tent in the corner. I think JR is going there right now. Uh,
I don't know if Brother JR could show us, but I saw like this big dart board or something. So I don't know if they're like throwing stuff and see where they can land. I know like if you can probably not tell, it's kind of rainy, but we're still enjoying ourselves. It's not too terrible. Everyone's like bundled up. They have their umbrellas or their raincoats, but we're still having great, talking with the brethren. If some brethren brought their guests or visitors, it's a great time to like socialize, even though it's kind of, raining in Connecticut right now. So I'm excited to also do those CWS games. They seem very fun. I feel like the CWS always, or the Children's Worship Service for the activities for the kids are quite fun. I don't know about the rest of you, but they. I always wish I was still a kid, and not an adult. And adulting is hard sometimes.
we're all a little kid inside our hearts. You just gotta get it out once in a blue. But it is definitely a fun activity today. It's nice to see everyone joining together. Auntie Abby, what else did you look forward today? I know you haven't been out there, but what's a food that you're looking to get to eat after this the radio show?
Um, I'm excited for my local foods, the barbecue. I'll see what they have, and also the desserts. And like the Filipino street food. Um, so I'm excited to try anything. I kind of had a snack before I came here, but I still have, I think I still have room to like try some other foods and whatnot. But I'm really also want to try the Korean hot dog, but it has cheese, and sometimes cheese doesn't really settle well in my stomach. But we'll see. I mean, maybe I can split it with someone so that I don't have to like take the whole brunt of it. But it looked pretty good when I kind of walked by, and the smell from the area is very, very inviting.
Sister Abby, just a quick question off topic. Is it just cheese or like all dairy products that
It's all dairy
you can't
products
really have?
for me. I tried I've tried even like sometimes even cheddar. Even though it's low lactose, or even Parmesan cheese or like yogurt, they have lower lactose and it still bothers me. And at one point I thought I was allergic to dairy. So but when I went to my allergist and they did the testing, they were like, "Oh no, you don't have an allergy to dairy." So I was like, "Okay, so I'm just I guess sensitive."
Okay, so far the booths you're gonna have to stay away from is definitely the corn dog. I think all the booths is ice cream. I'm so sorry, sister. I'm so sorry, Abigail.
There's a bunch of hollows too. That's scary. So that's a no for Auntie Abby also. But
Yeah.
Auntie Abby, for me, I'm also lactose, but for some reason, if I go to the Philippines or any of the Asian countries, their milk or the regular cow's milk does okay with me. So it might be something with the American milk.
It could be. I mean, I know like sometimes like certain things depending on where it's grown or like certain if what they eat, you can have some sensitivity to that. I know there's a thing. I was reading that if you have allergies to cats, this is totally going off topic, but if you feed your cat this certain type of food that has eggs that were raised with, I might be mixing up, but like there's something about eggs and like cat allergies. And if the chickens were around cats, they have this antibody that helps like minimize the allergen of cats. Look it up. I mean, I'm probably not doing it justice, but it's kind of interesting to see like if with certain people, certain animals or certain things you eat, you can create like some type of antibody or some type of like you build up your immunity or your tolerance to it. So it's kind of interesting
Well,
to
what we
read
could
those kind of
do,
things.
maybe in the live chat, let us know below if you want to know more about what what Abigail is talking about, like allergies and stuff like that. Maybe that could be one of our next topics, like in June or
Yes,
something, like allergies.
yes, I know if you want to tune into our other show a couple weeks ago, we talked about seasonal allergies, but we can definitely do another topic about allergies in general and kind of delve into that topic because I know some of us or most of us have some type of allergy to something out there. So yeah, we can definitely call brother uh, Clifford, our our lovely guest that comes on to on our show. But so why do you think activities like this are important? And we have a brother Ivan is making an appearance on our show.
So,
Happy CFO Day po.
Happy CFA, Brother Ivan. Brother Ivan, by the way, for our viewers, is a minister of the gospel. He is the minister of the gospel that oversees what we call the Christian family organization. So anything that has to do with family activities, family fun days, activities like this, he is behind a lot of the planning. And so, thank you, Brother Ivan. We appreciate all that you do for us. But to answer your question, Dr. Abigail, having activities like this, first and foremost, is it strengthens the bonds between family. If you were to be here right now, you would see kids having fun, and then adults catching up, and then parents bonding with their kids, and it just shows love for each other, love for food, love for games, and of course love for the church and love for the Almighty God. So there's a lot of ways to answer that question, but I guess to answer it in one word, love. Love definitely is being strengthened right now during this activity.
Yes, that's so true. You know, like it's been our district is actually pretty everyone like Rochester, I believe, is like the furthest local from here, and then we go all the way south to kind of like Staten Island. So we're kind of like spread out throughout the district. So having activities that's like this, like that includes everyone, because sometimes we do regional activities. It's nice to see the brethren from Rochester, Syracuse, and Buffalo, and it's nice to see those from down in the New York City. And you know, for me in New England, you know, I see the brethren here from New England quite frequently, but it's nice to see the brethren from New York every so often. You know, back in the day, we used to go to where Elizabeth, New Jersey, for activities like this because we used to be part of the District of New Jersey. And then, you know, it's for the history of the eastern part of the country, we used to be all of the eastern part of the country, from all the way from Florida to even Canada. So just to see how much we've grown and having district activities like this, and even intra-district activities, hopefully in the future, we can see the brethren that we used to see back, you know, years and years ago.
yes, that's true. Also, there's new brethren, also like the younger CWs that we used to take care of. I barely recognize them now since they're all in their teenage years now. So it's also nice to see them growing up, strengthening their faith also in these kinds of activity. And you can slowly see them progress in their membership in the church. And it's delightful to see that they're not only strengthened in their faith, but they're also edified in their faith through these kinds of activities.
You know, and
Yes.
just to put into perspective how many people are here, um, I went this entire day, this entire show, I mean, not knowing whether Lance was even here. That's how many people are here, even on a rainy day. I just now realized whether Kuya Lance was here when Brother Ivan walked into his background. I'm like, wait a minute, did Brother Ivan like just transfer to Rochester or anything? And so knowing how many people showed up for this, even though it's a bit of a distance away, knowing how many people showed up for this, even though it's raining, it really does show how ready, willing, and how eager we are to show each other that love, to strengthen the brethren, the brotherhood. I mean, and so Brother Lance, I'm sorry, I will definitely shake your hand after after this. I'm gonna find you at the Rochester booth. Um, and I'm just glad to see everybody.
Yes,
Yes. Yes, I'm excited to once this is finished up and I get to mingle with the brethren. It's like, oh, I remember you. It's like a mini reunion for all of us. We're always busy with our personal lives and also duties in our church in the church. So it's nice to have, I don't want to say a break, but it's nice to kind of relax, and socialize and catch up with all the brethren throughout the district. And also meet new people. There's a lot of new brethren out there. So make new friends. That's always a good thing.
Yes, Ate Abby. And I think we're moving on to the next part, which is our comments and greetings. Is there comments and greetings?
Yes, I will try to read. But thank you for giving our comments and greetings. We have Sister Chrissy Banal. Greetings to all of you there at CFO Day from hashtag Londonderry Extension. Sister Maricel Jose says greetings po to all of your brethren. District of New York, local of Boston po. We have Sister Mila Hidalgo. Good morning po, District of New York. And let's see. I'm trying to scroll down a little bit more. Sister Christy, thank you, Brother Ivan Diaz. Hopeful next time all locals will be able to join the activities. And then, yes, well, I remember that back in the day, I was really young. We were called the District of Northeastern Seaboard. So those are our comments. Keep shouting out your local congregation, and then we'll see who's the next top hashtagger for next week. But now we're going to announce the May 5th winners for the hashtag challenge. Third place is Johnsonville. So why not fitting? We're here in Johnsonville, so we get to celebrate with Johnsonville for being third place. Number 2 is the local of Wyndham. So another Connecticut congregation is second place. And then first place is the Cranston. So this is Cranston, Rhode Island. So congratulations, brethren. And we'll recognize the top hashtaggers. We have Sister Susan Mercado, who's in third place. Number 2 is Brother Michael Mercado. Congratulations. And then first place is Brother Jose Plaza. And just to keep everyone informed about our upcoming activities in the district, we have again CFO Day today, and then next week will be May 26th to 27th will be Unity Games. So those are some activities that we can look forward to for the rest of the month, district activities. But again, don't forget to talk to your CFO advisors or your CFO officers, presidents for other local activities. So I guess anything else that we would like to.
Yes, Sister Abby. I know for the local, for the many brethren, they are preparing for the Unity Games. It is back-to-back activities starting May 26th. Is that right? Sunday is May 26th, if I'm not mistaken. There will be bowling on that day. So for all the brethren who are being willing to participate in bowling, there will be bowling on that day. So, and for all the other brethren, you're more than welcome to watch and join and cheer for your local congregation and the brethren who will be participating on that day. And the next day, I believe, is on Monday, which is more towards the Rhode Island area, is the basketball, volleyball, chess, darts. I think there's Scrabbles also. So for those who are really good with their English words, it is your time to shine your vocabulary on that day. Don't forget your dictionary also, just in case, so that you can fact check the other player.
Yes.
But yeah, it'll be an exciting day for us because it is back-to-back activities in the District of New York.
Yeah, I know it's still a week away, but those who are participating in the sports, like the volleyball, the basketball, and even bowling, anything physical, make sure that you continue to do your conditioning, stretch, keep well hydrated, and listen to your body. You don't want to overexert yourself. Um, uh, you don't want to overexert yourself. And again, if you have any questions with your doing any physical activity, please contact your primary care provider. But I believe that is time to end our show. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of INC Radio New York. Thank you so much to the church administration for giving us a platform like this to share and speak about important topics like these. Don't forget to catch us again next Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 11:30 p.m. Philippine time. And then greetings to our district staff, our executive producer, and main studio techs, especially to our district minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Romelda, our CFO Advisor, Brother Ivan Diaz, and our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother J.R. Resurrection. That brings us to the end of our show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and have a good night.